Greetings. Hello, everyone. My name is Sabrina Lowery, and I am known as the Tech Evangelist. I am so excited to be here live with you for yet another episode of Let's Talk Tech, Ladies Unplugged. For those of you who have not been able to tune in to the webisodes all month long, we are celebrating Women's History Month. And so as we kick off the broadcast, I would like everyone to take their opportunity to let us know where are you tuning in from, and please be sure to post any comments or questions that you may have along the way for our very special guests that we have. I'm so excited to broadcast with some of my fellow best selling co authors from the Ladies in Tech Volume 3 edition that we just kicked off and launched in Towson, Maryland this past Saturday for a phenomenal celebration. And we're going to talk more about that and get right into it. And so, what I'd like to do now is bring up our guests. First up to the stage, we have Adelina Oliver. We also are going to bring to the stage Dr. Ebony Gray. Y'all go ahead and clap it up. Greetings, ladies. Welcome to Ladies Unplugged. Adelina, I would love for you to just open up and introduce yourself to our audience. Tell the people what you do and who you do it for.
All right. Adelina Oliver, and I am currently working for a major transportation company, and I am a senior director, and I manage the portfolio and change management group. And what that means is I make technology easier for our end users and our frontline employees. I make it easier for them to use and to adapt to. But my real passion lies with my other job, and that is I am a what I call a values based coach. I coach and I mentor. I'm a speaker. I'm a best selling author. I'm passionate about helping people align their values to their lives and to make sure that they're living their healthiest, happiest, best life. I have over 30 years of corporate experience in IT, in change management, and in leadership. I'm the president of my own company, Abundant Path Mentor and Coach, APMC LLC. I created a 7-step process. I call it my values blueprint to help and empower my clients to lead purposeful lives. I'm a proud graduate of the University of Chicago, where I got my undergraduate in sociology. I also have a master's in organizational development, and I also have a master's in the management of information technology. And I'm also a co-author of Get in the Game and Resilient, 2 books prior to Ladies in Tech. And I received the 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. And in 2023, I received the Excellence in Professional Speaking Award. I also am a volunteer at Braven.org. I mentor and I coach juniors and seniors in college. And I have been featured twice in the Voices of Change magazine. And now this is my third time for Ladies in Tech. I am so happy to be here. Sabrina, thank you for this opportunity to be on your platform, and I'm looking forward to the discussion tonight. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome virtual applause. Thank you so much, Adelina, for being here with us. I am so excited that we got to meet and greet and do all the celebrating together in person this past weekend. It was truly an honor to be in the room with you. And I am so honored that you are here with us so that we can celebrate your herstory. Thank you so much. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have coming to the mic Dr. Ebony Gray. Tell the people what you do and who you do it for Dr. Ebony, the mic is yours.
Hi, I am Dr. Ebony Gray. I currently serve as the CEO for Gray's Consulting Group. I help simplify the everyday process for government contracting for your everyday entrepreneur. And I also help now transitioning federal employees to enter into the private sector. I served as an Air Force veteran for 14 years of my life. I had a seamless transition. I want everybody to be able to transition peacefully. So I went from the United States Air Force, and then I served as a contractor for the U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Agency. And I helped to author the Advanced Cyber Defense course. From there, I seamlessly transitioned from contractor into the federal government. It took me a 2 week turnaround. I became a senior policy analyst, the audit liaison officer, as well as the software license manager for my agency. So I have a very unique path into IT. And I would like to point out, I received all of my education in my 40s. I started at Strayer University, earning my information technology degree in information systems. Then I went on to George Washington University to earn my degree, my MBA, which gave me international presence, right? I started thinking bigger. And then, of course, I went on to obtain my PhD. So it's never too late to start in your education and your journey. And I am also a number one best-selling author of multiple books, most recently, Unlocking the Key to Unlocking Federal Employment. And now, Ladies in Tech, Volume 3. So I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Sabrina, for having me on the stage. I can't wait to jump into it.
Awesome, awesome. Virtual applause, virtual applause. We have some live audience members this evening tuning in. Thank you so much, fellow co author, best selling author, and the best moderator in the building on Saturday. Andrea Smith is with us. Hey, sis, thank you so much for
Hi,
joining
sis.
the conversation. We are so excited. It is about to be a lit conversation. And that lit stands for Ladies in Tech. So, ladies, let's jump into the conversation, shall we? We've told the people what we do, who we do it for, but we are on the very last day of the month of Women's History. And so every episode this month, our guests have showcased women that have influenced them, inspired them, motivated them, or helped them along their leadership journey. And so I'm going to start with you, Dr. Ebony, and just see, how do you celebrate women's history? And who would you honor and recognize during this special month?
Yeah, that is an amazing question. So, first off, I like to celebrate that I am a survivor. So, I survived sexual assault, I survived domestic violence, and I launched my own nonprofit, The Next Chapter, in 2014 to help survivors. And during that journey, it was meeting survivors at their point of need. And what I encountered was a whole bunch of women survivors, right? Like basically I went into that mindset of victim mentality where, how can I help you? How can I save you? And I had all these women coming to me and saying, I want to be empowered. I want a job. I want my own business. So that is how I celebrate Women's History Month, by talking to my sisters, empowering my sisters, connecting with my sisters, and helping them to not only survive, but to thrive in business and in their careers, to build generational wealth. That is so important to me. When I go back to the person that inspired me, who is my grandmother, may she rest in peace, the Honorable Ruth Gwendolyn Teller, and she had 11 children, and she was able to survive and thrive. I don't remember ever missing a meal. She was the primary person watching me, mama go to work, And grandma is watching, making sure that I was safe, making sure that I was prayed up in church every Sunday, choir rehearsal, junior missionary. But she was my inspiration because she always taught me to be great, but she also taught me how to rest and relax, right? She was a Mary Kay, a Avon queen. She taught me to take care of myself. She taught me to go on vacations, right? To take a step back and go on those vacations and make sure that while I'm out here serving the people, I'm also serving God and serving myself. So that is my inspiration. She's my role model. She is the person I aspire to be every single day.
Oh, I
Mhm.
love that. I love that. Let's give a virtual applause to all the loving grandmothers in the world who continue to build a legacy while they're living and then leave a legacy when they're gone. And so, for all of those memories and all of those women, we want to honor them today. Thank you so much, Dr. Ebony. I'm going to check into our live viewers. Dr. Joanna Bennerson is here with us this evening, everyone. Hi, Dr. Joanna. It was so good celebrating with you on Saturday. Thank you so much for the lovely gifts. I cannot wait to read your books. And I also am thrilled to say hello. Hi, Tanika. Thank you so much for tuning in to Let's Talk Tech. Ladies Unplugged. We are certainly glad to have you here on the broadcast. Now, I would also like to take a moment to just tell everyone to post your comments in the chat. If you would like to leave a comment for any of our guests while we're celebrating Women's Herstory Month, or if you know a leading lady that we need to recognize and spotlight and honor and give a tribute to, put it in the comments and I will be sure to honor them during the broadcast today. So let's go to Adelina, and I'm going to ask you the same question. During celebrating of Women's History Month, who has inspired you? Who has guided you? And who's motivated you to be the phenomenal leader that you are?
Ooh, I have a long answer to that. I'm going to try to keep it short, but I'm gonna start with how Ebony started. My Shiro is my mother. My mother, I'm 10 out of 11. So I come from a family of 11, and I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be successful. And I look at my platform is all about identifying your core values and aligning your life to your value system. Well, we get our first set of values from our parents, right? The people who raise us. And so I looked to my mom, and I didn't even realize that this until I started going down this road, that I learned strength. I learned family. I learned spirituality. I learned resilience. I learned never to give up. I learned hard work. I learned the value of education. All of those things I still carry with me today, which is how I got to where I am. I have a career of over 40 years in technology, and I started out when I was a very young girl, and I'm still in it today. And I tell you, I was trying to figure out who inspired me from a technology perspective. And I did some research and I found Ursula Burns. Ursula Burns is a trailblazer and a leader in technology. She was the first Black woman CEO of a Fortune 500 company. She was the first Black woman leader for Xerox. And I was just like, it blew my mind. She was the CEO and the president of Xerox from 2009 to 2016, and she made history. Her legacy doesn't stop there. She was also the first woman to succeed in another as a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, taking the baton from Anne McCaughey. She led Xerox through a bold transformation. Ursula is not only a corporate powerhouse, she is a global influencer. She served on boards of major corporations like Uber, American Express, Exxon. And guess what, y'all? She got a teeny weeny afro just like me. I was so excited to see that. I was like, yes. So, and one last thing I like to say about Ursula, her impact extended beyond corporate America because she served in boardrooms. She served under President Barack Obama as well. She led the White House's STEM program, which I didn't even know, from 2009 to 2016, promoting science, technology, engineering, math education for underrepresented communities. I was so excited to find out this information about her, y'all. So I went from my mother to Ursula, who was a CEO. So if we don't have to look far in our community to find sheroes. They're all around us. Just ask.
Oh, yes, that is so powerful, and our audience loves it too. Shout out to, I want to say Fatera. I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the broadcast. We're sending love and good energy back to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, the teeny weeny afro that we rock better than the men.
Yeah.
So excited to have our live viewers here on the broadcast. Be sure to post any comments and questions you might have for our special guest this evening. It is our celebration of Women's History Month. And all month long, we've taken time to just recognize and highlight the phenomenal women in our lives, whether they are still alive or no longer here with us. And I love to take that time because sometimes we don't get our flowers while we're above ground. A lot of times people go to the grave millionaires and billionaires and leaving everything that they had in the casket. But we want to ensure that they're getting their flowers and being recognized here with us today on the broadcast. So shout out to all of the phenomenal leading ladies. We are celebrating you on this last day of Women's History Month. So, ladies, let's shift the conversation a little bit, shall we? Let's go into a little bit of the personal side of things. Now that the people know what you do, who you do it for, let's tell them a little bit about what a lady does to unplug. And so I'll start the conversation because I typically share with everyone what my two favorite things are, and that is roller skating and singing the gospel. And so between those two things, I tend to find self care. Those are things that not just refuels my soul, but it also is a sense of community because I've got my skate community and then I've got my church family. So I would love to hear from both of you. And Adelina, I'll come to you first. What is it that you do to unplug?
Mhm.
Ooh, let's see. I have a couple of about three things that I do on a regular basis to unplug. And the one thing is I like to eat and I like to cook. So this nice round face comes legitimately because I will look at a recipe and I'm like, let me try it at home. Nice glass of wine. I'm a big champagne drinker. I love a good meal, good champagne, and a nice jazz in the background. I'm a humongous jazz enthusiast and I love music. I even have a piano. I took piano lessons when I was a young girl and I still, have a piano here in my house and I try to play it. I'm very, very bad at it, but it does not stop me from playing the piano. And I also like to get Thai massages. Have you guys ever heard of a Thai massage? It's
Yes.
like the massage where they deep tissue massage and they stretch you all at the same time.
Yes.
So a typical day is I get up in the morning, I go get my massage, I go to the grocery store, I make my favorite meal, I get me a glass of champagne, and I turn on Miles Davis.
Oh,
That's
yes.
how I relax. That's me unwinding and unplugging.
Oh, I love that. Now, Miles Davis is definitely at the top of my music playlist as
Yes,
well. I'm continuing to add different genres to my playlist. So that's another thing that I do to unplug.
there
So
you go.
let's toss the baton to Dr. Ebony. Tell us, what do you do to unplug?
So, first things first, I love your relaxation day. I might have to incorporate that into my life,
Come on,
Adelina.
girl.
Um, the beautiful thing, most people see me going 100%. So not only am I a CEO, I'm a mentor and outreach chair for SCORE DC. I work for the federal government 9 to 5, and I'm a wife. So you might say, well, when do you even have time to just relax and unwind? I establish boundaries. I live by my calendar. I wake up at 6 a.m. And normally I don't go to bed until midnight, right? I'm working on that. But from 6 a.m. to midnight, I have step-by-step calendar. I have specific times when I meet with my score clients. That's typically from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the evening, right? Wednesdays and Fridays. I have specific times when I focus on work, right? You have to focus on work, 8:30 until exactly 6 p.m. Focus on the 9 to 5. I have specific days when I'm doing like outreach or other activities, and they're in time blocks. So I put it on my calendar. Don't schedule me, don't call me. That's the first thing. You have to establish boundaries so you don't get overwhelmed. And if I find myself getting overwhelmed, I will take a week off and just relax.
There you go.
Now, happy husband, happy life, or is it happy wife, happy life, or happy spouse, happy life, right? So I also establish date nights with the husband.
There you
So we have once a month. I think I need to increase that to once a week. I think we need our once a week, maybe every Sunday type thing. But right now it's once a month, whether it's a movie night, couple spa day. He like massages just as much as I do, and facials and all the good things. But couples night, we travel together. We go to concerts, comedy shows. So that way we keep that the couples thing alive. So we also do Danae and Block, right? That's coming up Mother's Day weekend. But we do couples things together. And then there's Ebony time. I practice transcendental meditation. So that's 20 minutes every morning, every evening, just to de-stress, just to unwind, to get my body and mind to wind down. I would love to tell you I exercise every day. I have the Peloton in my whole gym. That's in the cards, right? And then I do the spa days at least twice a month. I'm getting my massage, my deep tissue massage, my mani pedi, my facial, because you have to take care of yourself before you take care of others, right? You know how when you're on the airplane and they say put your oxygen mask on first, you have to allow yourself to breathe and relax first so you have the energy and motivation to take care of others. So that is how I unwind. And I'm taking notes from Adelina because I'm going to incorporate some of that jazz, some of that wine to just unwind. I have a whole bar in my home. So again, I'm going to put that in my time block, right? From 7 to 8 at night.
there you
It's
go.
time to wind down, drink the wine, listen to music, and start getting prepped for bed. So it's all about establishing those boundaries, making sure that you have those time blocks, right? To focus on you. Even if it's 6 a.m., I'm going to wake up and pray. 6 a.m., I'm going to wake up and meditate. But I am very meticulous about that because I believe we have to take care of ourselves. And then speaking of nutrition, so my husband liked the good meals. He's Jamaican. He liked the snapper escovette, brown stew snapper, rice and peas. So I can't say I love cooking, but I love cooking for him and making him happy. So that also is time to unwind. I do that at least 3 times a week in
Love
order to make sure the house is happy, right? And that we're eating good.
Oh my God, Dr.
it.
Ebony, Adelina, the chat is on fire. Okay, so we've got some comments sharing about some of their self care rituals and how they unplugged. So, sometimes it is staying up late because that's when it's extra quiet in the house,
Mm,
or sometimes meditation is good when you want to unplug,
yes.
or someone suggested video games. Hello, I don't mind playing a video game or two with my friends and my family. Matter of fact, I used to host game nights. So just think about that, right? That's back in the college days.
The
So
couples games nights, they work too.
exactly, exactly. And then, of course, spa days are necessary, y'all. And we absolutely want you to be able to what, Adelina?
Serve from your overflow, not from your cup. Keep your cup
Amen.
full.
Amen.
That's right. That's right. So I think that the conversation is absolutely life changing because what tends to happen when we are multi talented leading ladies, we've got quite a few hats that we're wearing,
Right.
not just physically, but we are doing so many jobs, so many different roles in our community, being servant leaders. That was something that I took away from all of us gathering and sharing our stories while we were together this weekend. It was just so powerful, the various conversations in the rooms, because so many of us are leaders in our church. Some of us are leaders in our community. And let's always start with we are leading in our households, right? So as we unplug, as we reflect, I want both of you to share a few nuggets as we wrap the broadcast with what would you share with the next generation of leaders, whether they're in STEM, STEAM, or just interested in technology? Adelina, I'll start with you. Pour into the audience and let them know from your heart, what is it that they might need?
I think you can't be afraid. I just read a quote somewhere that said, fear doesn't kill you, it stops you from living. So I think that you have to have resilience and you can't be afraid to fail because there's no such thing as failure. If you look at that acronym, FAIL stands for finding answers in life's lessons. So there's no such thing as failure. And also remember that computers, behind every computer is a person. It's just like the wizard in the Wizard of Oz. What you put into a computer, garbage in is garbage out. So there's always somebody putting something inside of that computer, even if it's AI. It has to start with a human being. Why can't that be you? I started my career out as a clerk typist. I volunteered when it was called data processing. I volunteered to enter data into a computer, and I was thinking, this is kind of cool. Nobody's bothering me. I like it. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I said, okay, I like it. I'm going to go back to school and get a associate's degree in it. And I asked them to pay for my associate's degree. They wouldn't pay for it. So I paid for it myself. Then they ended up hiring me into the department and they ended up reimbursing me for the degree that I paid for out of my pocket. Y'all, after that, I've never paid for any degree that I've ever earned, and I have four of them. My next job, I always look for jobs that will have education reimbursement and that can help me um, further my career because I didn't have a lot of money. Again, I'm 10 out of 11. I had to figure out how I was going to get my education. So every single job that I took, I was very strategic about how it can take me to the next step in my career in technology. My next job, I finished up my bachelor's degree because I went to school, I skipped a grade in grammar school. So I ended up going to school very early on. So I thought I knew everything, right? So I'm like, I don't need a degree. So I stopped going to school for 10 years and I finally got my undergraduate degree from the next job that I took after I got my associate's degree. And then I went on to get several certifications in project management, organizational development, organizational leadership, change management. I even got a certificate in HR because I was in HR for a while. So I tell you this not to brag and not to run down my resume, to say that it's doable. You don't have to have a lot of money. You have to have a strategy and you can't be afraid and you have to be resilient because there's no such thing as failure. And be the wizard behind the curtain.
Yes. Yes. Come on now.
Let's
That's
go. Let's go.
Applause right there.
Let's
And
go.
I am so excited because I'm trying to tell you, everybody is tuned in right now. We've got Finding Your Tribe. We've got Dr. Kenyatta Powers Rucker. Look, I'm speaking doctor in your life, sis.
Let's go,
Hey,
Dr.
sis.
Kenyatta. Sound
Hey.
nice.
She is the next doctor in the bunch. I'm telling you right now, we just gonna speak that over you. What a phenomenal weekend we all had together, right? I'm so excited. Dr. Ebony, would you please drop some nuggets, some wisdom on the people, because I was just fascinated with our conversations together at the meet and greet on Friday and our time together on Saturday. So tell the people exactly what they need to hear in order to move forward, advance, and not just celebrate this particular month, but any special information that you would like to share with our audience today.
So, first things first is find your tribe. So, speaking of tribe, I would like to give a shout out to Miss Tanika, Kenyatta, Fatera. Thank you for showing up for us. Thank you for supporting us. And I appreciate you being in my tribe. So, I love all of you. So, find your tribe. Find people that you can connect with. Find people that are going to support you and hold you up when you're feeling low, when you don't have energy and you just need 2 words of encouragement. Find your tribe.
I
You
love
cannot do this alone, right? You cannot survive on your own. You need that tribe to hold you up, to uplift you. Speaking of my tribe, and speaking of education, I got my education in my 40s. I had incurred $160,000 worth of student loan debt. So anybody that has started and stopped, I've been in college since I was 19 years old, right? Since I
right.
started the Air Force. And I finally in my 40s said, you know what? Let's finish this out. Let's take it home. Let's take it all the way to the top. But I incurred that $160,000 worth of debt. Guess what? My tribe encouraged me to hold a military claims kit clinic right in my living room, 8 of us. My friend Lindsay Kinslow, who established her nonprofit Vet Reset to help veterans. We filed my military disability claim in January. By June, I had graduated from George Washington University in May of 2023. By June, all of my debt was completely eliminated. $160,000 because I stepped out on faith. I trusted my tribe and I became a 100% disabled veteran. I was not expecting that was an unexpected graduation gift. So find your tribe, trust your tribe, lean on your tribe to help elevate you. Also, also get started, right? I like to use this quote, girl, get up. It doesn't matter how low you go, right? It's going to be days you don't want to get out of bed, days that you're like, I just want to stop. Everything going on with the federal government, everything going on in the United States right now. You might say, I'm tired. I just don't want to get out of bed. I say to you, girl, get up, get started. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't think about other people. Don't listen to the press and all of that. What business do you need to launch today? What career do you need to pursue today? Get up, go after it, pursue it. Find your tribe to help support you, to help you navigate in that door. But girl, get up and just do it. Don't worry about what other people are thinking. Don't worry about what other people are doing. What is it you need to do today? Because you are equipped with all the tools, the knowledge, the expertise, and the experience to do whatever it is that your heart desires to do. So, girl, get up, just do it and execute and pursue your goals.
Love it.
Come through with the mic drop. I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it, Dr. Ebony.
I love
Thank
it.
you so much. I love it. I love it. And guess what? The people love it too. Get up, girl. Get up, girl. We just all need to say it together in unison. One, two, three. Get
Get
up.
up,
Girl, get
Yes.
up. Yes.
girl, get up. Yes.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm so thankful for your time. I'm so thankful for your wisdom, for the nuggets for our audience. So now, as we wrap up, we've got them still shouting out in the audience, y'all. We are excited. Dr. Ebony, so much love, and I'm so grateful that everyone is here with us this evening as we continue our celebration of Women's History Month. And I couldn't think of two more phenomenal ladies to close out the celebration with. We knew it was going to be lit. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm excited here. We've got some more comments coming in. Dr. Adelina, I would love for you to share that acronym with the people. I'm going to put it up on the screen for us. Let's go. That's it. FAIL. Tell the people.
FAIL. F is for finding, A is for answers, I is for in, and L is for life lessons. Finding answers in life's lessons. It's all about growth, keeping an open mind, and there's no such thing as failure because guess what? We all fell down, and it's not about how you fall down, it's how you get back up.
That's right. That's right. And Dr. Kenyatta, our visionary author of Ladies in Tech Volumes 1, 2, and 3, as I get my copies here ready for a little show and tell, we've got Volume 2. We've got Volume 1. And we've got Volume 3. Okay, so what we need to do now, you are so welcome, Kenyatta. We absolutely love and appreciate the fact that you all have been so super supportive of the Ladies in Tech. This community is thriving and we are not done yet. So, what I would like to do now is invite everybody to purchase a copy and support us. We have officially launched, and our book tour is coming to a city near you. And so, all that means is that you have to purchase a copy of the book, scan that QR code, which will take you directly to my website, and we will be providing free shipping to those orders that come in through the website. And Ladies in Tech, Volume 3, is titled The Strength, Strategies, and Lessons of Women Leaders. And as we have broadcast all 5 weeks of the month of March, we've had a number of the phenomenal authors here that I have recognized and honored and spotlighted for you all to connect with. The purpose is not just to do another podcast. The purpose is to extend opportunities for you not only to support, that is a verb, that means take action, buy a copy, show up for the people. We've got people in the comments right now saying, oh my God, get your copy. You will not be disappointed. And we love you too, Kenyatta. Thank you so much for all that you do. And we even had someone attend the event this weekend, and their comment is, I can't wait until the next event. So this is absolutely your opportunity. We want everyone to support the Ladies in Tech. And as I mentioned, volumes 1, 2, and 3 are available on my website now. Please take a moment and support your Ladies in Tech. So, ladies, what do you think? How was the conversation for you? You feeling good?
Amazing. Amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing. The audience just loved it so much. And we want everyone to include us in their events just as much as you love coming to ours,
Yes.
because that's what networking is all about. So, as we close up, I am so thankful for each of you. I want you all to know this month has truly moved my soul. I have been able to connect with some leading ladies that I otherwise may not have been blessed to collaborate with. And my chapter in the book is all about collaboration. And I talk about collaboration as a catalyst for leaders. What that means is teamwork making the dream work. What that means is communication. What that means is integrity. Stand on what you say you're going to do. What that means is show up and show out for the people. What that means is learn how to be your sister's keeper. And that means adjust her crown if it's a little crooked. Let her know she got a little lipstick on her teeth when she does. Let her know before you get that selfie. Hold on, girl, let's get your hair right. Yes, we did a whole lot of that together this weekend, didn't we, ladies?
Yes, we did.
It was absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to, oh, Dr. Ebony, share. I see your comment there. Let the people know about your chapter, please.
Yeah, my chapter was adaptability, right? You have to be ready to pivot at a moment's notice. All of us have pivoted because many young women, they think they have to finish where they start, right? You're just getting into college, you're just starting out your life. I'm going to be a doctor, a teacher, whatever it is that you want to pursue. But guess what? I'm certain all three of us have pivoted in our careers and in our goals over a lifetime. So just be adaptable, be ready for that next moment, that next step. And just know you have all your sisters. That's what I felt this week was my sisters, the sisterhood. You guys gave me life,
Yes.
life to be
Yes.
able to move forward. And I need more of that. That's invite us to all the sister events so we
Yes.
can talk about our book, but also so that we can be united in sisterhood.
Yes.
But I love it.
Absolutely. I love that. Adelina, please let everyone know what your chapter was about as well so they can pick up a copy.
My chapter is about being your authentic self as a leader. Don't show up as anyone else, just show up as yourself because you are enough in any and everything that you do. I talk about your value systems, how they show up in everything that you do. Your core values is who you are. There's this old saying in back in the IT days. It's called WYSIWYG. Have you guys ever heard of WYSIWYG? What you
Yes.
see is what you get. That's what
Yes.
I'm talking about as a leader and in everything that you do. And so my
Yes.
chapter is about being your authentic self when you're leading. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not enough just the way you are.
That is fantastic, Adelina. We
Yes.
still have comments flowing, flowing, flowing. Adapting to pivot is necessary. You are absolutely enough. Definitely worth it. We are coming back to the events. I love it so much. The audience is loving it so much. I'm so grateful that everyone has tuned in. And for those of you that were not able to attend our book launch, we also launched our very special edition of the Voices in Change magazine, courtesy of Dr. Cheryl Wood. And each of us were able to have our ads spotlit, and all of the amazing co-authors are featured and their ads are there so that you are able to connect with them. And so I'm going to tell you right now, there's only limited copies available, y'all. And so if you would like a copy, I might just put my signature on one for you. But you've got to watch this broadcast and put in the comments, I want a copy of that Voices of Change magazine. So that's your call to action. And that's what we're going to leave you with. If you were unable to support us and be with us in person, stay tuned. Not only will there be virtual events, but there will be some live gatherings going on. I know most of the co-authors live in that DMV area, but I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia. And I've got a circle here of IT professional, STEM and STEAM advocates, and leading ladies across all 5 career paths that are able to support through mentorship or with their services. So connect with us. Visit my website at sabrinalowryenterprises.com, or you can connect with me on Instagram, and you can Google me. Just type Sabrina Lowry and you will be able to find me. I would love for you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that is going to allow you to get notified every time we go live. Whether there are special guests or not, there is sure to be an interesting conversation that you will be happy you tuned in for. So, thank you so much for this broadcast, and we will absolutely be available when you are ready to connect with us. Ladies, thank you for being here. It has been my pleasure and honoring you this Women's History Month.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being
Thank
Thank
here.
you,
you.
Sabrina. This has been amazing. Bye.
Absolutely. I am honored to be a part of your platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Another episode of Ladies Unplugged. We are going to continue the conversation and keep in touch with you all. Continue. If you catch the replay, put your comments. You can still tag a phenomenal woman. And even though Women's History Month ends today, that does not mean that you stop honoring the leading ladies in your life. So thank you. And until next time, make it a great day.